to Bourbon and a Baby. My name is Jay. Max will not be joining us today because Max is a baby and babies aren't allowed in this establishment. I'm coming to you again today from the lovely Renaissance of Tiffin. It's a Prohibition style bourbon bar in Tiffin, Ohio, my hometown. So if you're ever in the area, please check it out. It's a great place, especially if you're a bourbon lover. Today I'm going to be reviewing Heaven's Door Double Barrel Whiskey. And Heaven's Door is a brand that was put together by Bob Dylan. Yes, the Bob Dylan. So I'm really excited to get into this today and see if this lives up to the hype. This is their double barrel release. They take a blend of 3 different whiskeys. They don't tell us much or anything about any of the whiskeys that they use for the blend. They then blend those 3 different whiskeys and age them in a new oak barrel for 1 year. So yeah, they could be a bourbon, it could be a rye, Tennessee whiskey, we don't know. Heaven's Door is based out of Tennessee, and I believe they're working on building a spot in Nashville for the future. But for now, here's what we're working with. It's a beautiful bottle, great design. And this comes in at around $50 or so, depending on your market, but somewhere in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and see what we think. All right. Went into the glass like a hard rain's gonna fall. Now this is the second celebrity branded whiskey that I'll have been reviewing. You can check out my review of Metallica's Blackened whiskey here. So it's kind of new having these celebrity brands, at least for me. It's not something that I can recall happening before, but you know, the times, they are a-changing, I guess. Okay, so right off the nose, this comes in at 50% by the way, so 100 proof. And right off the bat, I don't get too much ethanol, just a little bit at first, but I'm picking up some ripe fruits. I'm getting a real fruity and floral nose from this right off the bat. Yeah, it's actually coming. The more and more I get in there, it's very perfumey, kind of like a woman's perfume. Like if you're walking past Hollister in the mall. Do people even go to malls anymore? I do also pick up some caramel. Okay, there we go. Also getting a lot more of that caramel now. So getting that heavy perfume. So this is going to be interesting whether or not when I go in to taste this, because the really floral or perfumey whiskeys tend to not be my favorites, but sometimes the nose can be deceiving. Okay, I get some oak now. I think having it opened up for a little bit's been helping with that. Yeah, oak, caramel, ripe fruits, and women's perfume. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Hopefully this doesn't give me the subterranean homesick blues. Wow. That actually packs a punch. And I'm getting a lot more rye on the palate than I did on the nose. I didn't pick up any rye on the nose. And yeah, you can definitely get that heat. that it actually tastes hotter than 100 proof to me right now. At least that first sip did. But yeah, this is really, really interesting. I didn't get a lot of that floral or perfumey note on the palate. Very, very oaky, almost too much. Getting a lot of those tannins in there, and I generally like that note. I like that kind of heavy oak note, but man, it's really, really prevalent. Like I said, maybe just a little bit too much. You know, and a lot of times after that initial sip, I said this tasted kind of hot, but that heat is staying with me. It kind of hits you like a hurricane each time you take a drink, but in a good way. I'm actually, other than those heavy oak tannins, I'm kind of enjoying this because I'm also getting some rye spice. I'm getting brown sugar on the palate. I'm getting caramel that I got off the nose. And I'm not getting that real floral perfumey note that I got on the nose either, which is good because that's not something I normally like to drink. I guess that just went blowing in the wind. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. Let me get one more sip of this, figure out how I feel about it. Yeah, just the dominant note I'm getting are those oak tannins, and it's too dominant for me. Like I said, I normally like having a heavy oak note in my whiskeys or bourbons, but this is just too much. It's not something that I would call on Mr. Tambourine Man for. Even if I were all along the Watchtower, I probably wouldn't go back to this. This isn't. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy this or that you shouldn't try it. It's something that I'm glad that I've had, but I'm probably not going to go back to. I don't have a desire to get another bottle of this, but it is really interesting. It's really interesting to just kind of sit back and dissect. So So I wouldn't recommend necessarily buying a bottle, but I would recommend trying it out. Get a pour at a bar, come to the Renaissance here in Tiffin, and maybe I will be here to pour one for you. So overall, I applaud Bob Dylan's attempt at being a moonshiner, and I would like to try some of the other Heaven's Door releases. I know that a lot of them are getting a lot of love across reviews. This one in particular, just not for me. But don't think twice. It's all right. And it's just this one doesn't have me knocking on heaven's door, but that's okay. That's just my opinion. And do with that what you will. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. Like a Rolling Stone, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit like on this video if you wouldn't mind. That helps the channel out a lot. Leave me a comment below. Have you had Heaven's Door Double Barrel? What do you think? Do you like it more than I did? Have you had any of their other releases? What do you think of those? Let me know. What should I go to next from their brand? Is there one that you like that you think I might like more than this? And please don't forget to follow me and Max on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at Bourbon and a Baby on all those platforms. We also have Bourbon and a Baby gear that you can buy, sweet apparel like this shirt I'm wearing here and other great things, check that out at Spreadshirt. I will put the link in the description below. Cheers. Just got me tangled up in blue.